Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again. I'm your host Moloko for Market Maker Secrets. So with this video, I just want to do a total analysis and outlook on the whole month March. So I did a previous month review, so in the previous two videos, and I also did there was two positions that I took yesterday. I also did a quick video on them, so you can check it out. So with this video, I'm just first things first. You know, each and every single morning when you wake up, before you can do anything, you need to have yourself a trading checklist. What you do first in the morning, so that you know you're trading, like it's more of a trading plan more than anything. So I hope that makes sense. So my trading plan for each and every single morning includes checking out the economic calendar for medium and high impact economic announcements. So because of this, this is a new month, so I'm just gonna look at the economic calendar, trying to look at what could be volatile this week, because as we know it's week 1, so we're expecting an FP. So we're gonna also check out the economic calendar to check if there's anything along those lines with high impact economic announcements. So after checking for the economic calendar and the high or medium impact economic announcements, we're gonna go to our index chart and try to relate the information, translate the information from the economic calendar into the index charts. From then on, from the index chart, then we'll take the information that we've learned from the index charts and also translate it into the actual currency pairs. So I hope that makes sense. So when you come to index charts, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna analyze all the major currencies. Try to find one currency that has a very good potential setup, and then from then on, we're gonna take that potential setup and translate it into the whatever currency that maybe if we did get a good potential setup on USD or Canadian dollar or Australian dollar, we'll then after take that USD potential setup on the index chart and translate it to the actual currency pairs on the USD or Australian dollar or Canadian dollar across the board. So without wasting any time, let's just fly right into it. So economic calendar, I use two economic calendars. So the first one is my FX book. So my FX book is actually very good for me. I prefer it more than anything because of I can select there and then put if ever I want low or high or medium impact economic announcements only. But in this case, I'm looking at high and medium impact, and then I have a wider range of currencies that I can choose from. I trade major, minor, and exotic currencies. As you can see, there's Danish krona there, Swedish krona, Australian dollar, euro, Mexican peso, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, South African rand, United States dollar, and Great British pounds. So it's a very good one for me. So for today, let's see what we have. It's Wednesday, the 4th of March 2020. So we already had two economic announcements on the NZD quite early in the morning during the Asian session. So do you have anything on London session? Nah, we don't have anything that that's gonna pique our interest. So for now, there's not much that's happening, but then I'm looking at this high impact economic announcement. So there's something happening. There's ADP and employment change on USD later in the afternoon. So, and there's also a Bank of Canada interest rate decision at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, almost in the evening. So which means for today we're gonna be looking at the USD and the Canadian dollar. And then let's see what else. Let me just go down there and check what else do we have. Yeah, basically it's the USD and the Canadian dollar for today. As you can see, we have a high impact economic announcements on medium and high impact on both the USD and the Canadian dollar. And let's also check out the Forex factory. What do we have here? Forex factory, it's more like the same thing. We don't have much except the ADP non-farm employment change later in the afternoon, and then those Canadian Bank of Canada interest rate decision. So this is what's happening today. And then Australian dollar, I think no, it's tomorrow, actually it's Thursday. So for today, just gonna look at the USD and the Australian dollar. That is what's up for today. So without wasting time, let's go back there. Now we understand what's happening on the economic calendar. Now we're gonna go straight to our index charts. Remember, for index charts, you always look at for your index currencies at lightforex.com. So I'm just gonna browse quickly at index charts that I might think that would give us a very good or potential setups. We actually have another one on GBP. So GBP, I did a quick analysis there yesterday on the video that I issued yesterday. So as you can see, there's a potential setup there on GBP, on GBP across the board. So I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna do that quick to validate, to see if ever my analysis from Monday, if ever it's still valid. It's from yesterday, actually Tuesday. So if ever I'm gonna be taking any position on GBP, I would like to sell it more than anything. So my anticipation is to sell the GBP. As you can see, let's go to 1 hour. There's a major diagonal support and resistance zone here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we can just expect the 9th touch on that resistance trend line there. And then look at this support and resistance zones here. Let me just do that. Okay, I'm just gonna put that to the side. So this is a very good high probability support and resistance zone, horizontal support and resistance zone. So I'm not gonna ignore that, because there are also multiple touches here. It's like one. I'm gonna assume this is just one touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was a break below, and then 10 is gonna be a retest on that support. Now it's gonna be resistance. So it should, if ever should anything happen here, I'm gonna take a short position on GBP across the board. Meaning when I get to the GBP profiles inside my currencies or my broker, I'm only gonna be looking at taking short positions at the GBP across the board. So this is the Asian session, which is Monday. I call it the arrow, the Asian session, Asian range of the week. So yeah, so I should just expect, let me just see at what time. Yeah, later in the afternoon. So if ever I'm gonna be selling the GBP, I'm gonna be selling it later in the afternoon, around New York Open. Yes, so this is as good as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. This is my analysis for GBP across the board for this week only. My interest is to take it short, not long, take it short. So I'm gonna ignore all this noise here. Whatever that's gonna be happening here, I'm just gonna ignore it. My only interest is to short it here. So just gonna let it ride, let it do whatever that it does, and then if ever price comes to this level, I'm gonna take a short position. So I'm gonna put let me just do this. I think I should just leave it. I wanted to put in what do you call this, a notification that if ever price comes to that area and then I'm not aware of it, so that it can give me an alert. So GBP index, we have it, it's all good. I'm just gonna save the profile here. GBP index, GBP index, March week 1. There we go. My analysis is proper. I'm gonna overwrite that. My analysis is proper with GBP index. Another one, Australian dollar. Do you have anything there? Do we have any kind of trend lines converging around the same area? Let's see. I'm just gonna fix that, delete everything that is of no use right now. So quickly delete that. Okay. So remember, we're doing analysis right now. trying to figure out what could, you know, happen. What is the potential? Do you have any really good looking potential setups anywhere on this, on all index charts? So today it's day 3 of March, which is the 3rd month of the year. So this was the monthly cycle for February. So February was good, and then I'm just gonna extend those trend lines from the upside there, extend those trend lines there. Remember, right now we're doing analysis, ladies and gentlemen. So there's also support and resistance here. There's support, there's resistance. So I'm just gonna zoom that out real quick, just to accommodate all the highs and lows. And I'm also gonna take a quick stroll to the left, see if ever there's anything. As well, there's nothing there, but as we can see, it's a very clear downtrend on the Australian dollar, meaning we are only interested in selling the Australian dollar. So I'm just gonna do that and just paint it in pink. To illustrate that from here, we're only interested in taking short positions. So yeah, and then Fibonacci from the previous highs, what kind of retracement can we really expect? So you can expect anything between 50 and 38%, 50 and 618. So meaning that if ever I'm gonna take any short positions on the Australian dollar, it's gonna have to be around this area here, anywhere around that area. So I'm just gonna do that and then paint it in green, and then to illustrate that it's going south, I'm gonna paint it in red. There we go. So I have two probable areas that this price is more likely to retrace from. So what else am I gonna do? Just gonna copy and paste that there. So let me just put it over there. Those highs there, it's looking proper. And then this high, this lows, I'm gonna put them over there. So let me just adjust my stuff properly. There we go. So yeah, this is how it looks, ladies and gentlemen, my analysis on the Australian dollar. So meaning that for now I can only, I'm expecting Australian dollar to go long until at least later this week, and then after I'll be taking short positions. So I'm just gonna delete those over there, and this one's too, because we've already done a review on February, so you don't have any problem with getting rid of those there. So it looks good. I'm also gonna delete this one here. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna wait it to go up, and then from then on, wait until price gets to these areas again, and then I'm gonna take short position again here. It's a long-term trend, ladies and gentlemen. Hence, we expect the high or the low price of the month to be established between the week 1 and the week 2. I'm just gonna open this document quickly. Let me just show you something here. Exactly. So as you can see, our rules of engagement. So first week of each month, and the first week and the second week of the inter-month cycle. So this is our areas where we expect the high or the low price of the month to be established. between the first and the second week. Sometimes it happens on the third week. It's okay, because remember there are variations on the theme. So the most important thing is to have an idea what to expect if this doesn't, we call it an if then approach. So if this, it doesn't happen on this week, it's going to happen on this week. If it doesn't happen on this week, it's going to happen on this week. And remember, on the same thing applies. If it does happen on this week, it's either going to happen on the Asia, the Europe, or the American session. There are three sessions of the day. So the Asian session, the European session, which is the London, and the New York sessions. So let me just go further. Exactly like as I'm saying right now. So Monday is accumulation phase, Tuesday, Wednesday is the stop hunt, and then long sustain run, Thursday, Friday reversal. So Monday, it's more like week one, if ever that makes sense. Monday and week one, the accumulation phases of the market maker cycles, and then according to their respective cycles. Monday is the accumulation phase of the intra-week cycle, and then week one is the accumulation phase of the intra-month cycle. So I hope that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just gonna go back to our index charts and continue. I hope that I've made my point. Intra-week stop hunts, first entries, the stop hunt, high or low prices of week is established. So in most cases you'll find that the stop hunt highs and lows are areas where the high or low prices, it's either of the day or of the week or of the month, are established within the stop hunt areas or reversal areas. So let's just go back to our index charts. So this is our analysis here. We have two very high probability areas where price is more likely to retrace from. So we're gonna take in this reversal. It's the same thing as here. Price went straight up, and then Thursday, between Thursday and Friday, we're expecting reversal. Price went up between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday stop hunt, and then Thursday, Friday reversal. So we can clearly say this is a intra-week stop hunt because it's level 1, level 2, level 3, and then it's on Wednesday. So Monday accumulation, Tuesday, Wednesday stop hunt, Thursday, Friday reversal. Monday accumulation, Tuesday, Wednesday stop hunt, and then Thursday, Friday reversal. This was our reversal. This was our low price of the week. Monday accumulation, Tuesday, Wednesday stop hunt, and then Thursday, Friday reversal. You understand? So Monday, Tuesday stop hunt, Monday accumulation, Tuesday, Wednesday stop hunt, but then in here we didn't really get any kind of stop hunt. We just got a straight away trade. It's a straight away because there was no significant. This might actually be our intra-week stop hunt, which is an inside structure because it looks this way. This actually is our intra-week stop hunt. This one here. So meaning that from now on we're gonna expect this thing to go higher and higher until at least later this week, Thursday and Friday. Then we will be waiting to take short positions. So Australian dollar index, I'm just gonna save that. Australian dollar index. Okay, let me just do this. This is Australian dollar index chart, March week 1. Canadian dollar, since we have some high impact economic announcements on the Canadian dollar today. Let me just try to figure. We have a high value support area right here, and then it hasn't really turned because the price came back multiple times and then went over this resistance area. So let me just try to draw some trend lines and then try to figure if our price do come back, where is it likely to retrace to. Around that area. It's Wednesday today, so we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday accumulation, Tuesday straight away trade, and then but then we did get that breakout there. So we have a minor breakout there, Yeah, so let's see if ever price can be able to come back to that area there. 1 2 3 4 5. Go to 1 hour, 15, 30. Yeah, for me this looks good enough. So it's Wednesday today. Okay, let's just try to put that properly there, and then everything needs to be very neat. You don't want your charts to be looking, you know, I don't know, like to be all messy. So make sure that your work is very neat and then it's proper. You don't need to use a lot of colors. You don't want to cause confusion on your own charts, so only use things that you'll be able to explain, and then things that you know they work for you. You don't keep a lot of stuff on your charts that you know it's more useless than useful. So I'm just gonna do that. Yes, and then I'm gonna take that to that high there. This was February. Okay, so February, March. Now I think I'm gonna expect continuation of this trend here, but then it's not a very good looking high probability setup for me. So I'm just gonna do a quick analysis like this one, and I'm just gonna leave it. Let me just see. Excuse me. Now this one is not cutting it for me, but then I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna do that. This is the Canadian dollar. In case it goes up, then we know later during those news that we know we're gonna be taking short positions during along that support and resistance area there. So I'm just gonna change that color there into pink to illustrate from then onwards we're going south. Yes, so this one is not very tidy and it's not very neat. I'm just gonna let me just remove those trend lines there, and then this one's too. Yeah, so I think this is pretty much it with Canadian dollar. Let me just save it as well. This is the Canadian dollar index. Guys, I can't emphasize enough how the importance of doing this task every morning or every week, actually every week, because if ever these things you just edit here and there, but then if you do them every week, then you'll be more likely to know where the trend is going for the whole month, and then you wouldn't be very confused, because you also see this one. This was a very high probability for me to take this position here. I did take it and it looked very good. It went up for how many weeks? From the second to the third, I think for like 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. CHF, the United States dollar. Do we have anything there? It's clearly on a bearish trend. It's on a very clear bearish trend. Monday. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so this was Monday lows. So I'm just gonna do this. Regarding this one, the USD, I'm only gonna look at the intra-week cycle, not the intra-month, because I think there's a potential setup there. So let me just do this. It's a 5-day cycle. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm doing this analysis, I also want you to take note of how I approach, how I do everything, from drawing the cycles, and then from doing the anticipations, from drawing my support and resistance areas. It's very important. It's not just about understanding the relationship between the index charts and your actual currencies. It's about how I approach my trading, what I look at, what is it that I draw first, and then those kind of things. So that is the importance, that the value that I'm trying to bring here. So it's a 5-day cycle. Let me just highlight Monday. And then also do this. Turquoise. There we go. So there's a setup here. I call it the Asian retest, Asian breakout retest setup. See how it looks. So what is my ADR here? My ATR is 79 pips. So ATR is 79 pips. I'm gonna wait for this price to come here, and then from then on I'm gonna take it short from this high. I'm gonna look for 79 pips. Yeah, so I'm gonna enter here and then take it to that 79 pips, which is my ADR low. I hope that makes sense. So that is weird. And this is green going up. So this is one of my high probability setups. I call it the Asian breakout retest. So this is the Asia, and then this is the London. This is the Asia, this is the London. So as you can see, we got that. We got that inside structure stop hands, but then now we got that level 170 trade. We want that level 170 trade because, as you can see, we're getting higher highs and higher lows, lower lows and lower highs. So if price comes back to this area, I'll be more than happy to take a short position around this area here. So 15:30, 1 hour, yeah, and then to continue with the short position there. So it looks good. Let me just do that. I'm also gonna read all this many lines here to avoid confusion. Okay, now so it looks very proper, and then that was the highest price of February. So there we go. So we're gonna look for trend continuation, and then let's see here. see what do we have here. I think it's a high value area, but let's just try to check it out. I'm gonna use light gray there. 4 hours. Yeah, so there's an area that we'll be interested in taking our position. So if ever we take a short position here, we're gonna consider taking profits right around that area there. So let me just save that as well. The USD index chart. USD index chart. Okay, I'm just gonna save that. And then we did GBP, we did Australian dollar, we did Canadian dollar, CHF, nah, it's too messy. USD, let me put that to the side. Euro, what do we have here? Do we have any potential good looking setups there? It's on a very clear bullish trend, so we don't want to mess with that. We just want to continue with the long term bullish trend, but then there are no any significant patterns there, so we're just gonna let it go. And then JPY, Japanese yens, do we have anything here? Perhaps we might just have support and resistance on this level to continue the bearish trend. Yeah, I think this has some kind of value, so I'm gonna highlight that and then change the color into pink. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen, to look at everything when you trade. Whatever patterns that you trade, make sure that you understand everything properly. So let me just finish with that. And it's looking good. And then just gonna copy this one and then put it here. 1 hour. Yes, I think this is also very enticing. So I'm gonna take that and then put it up to here and then copy that and then take it to the downside. So this is my setup on the Japanese yen. So let me just zoom it out real quick so that it can be much clearer. Yeah, it looks pretty much it for me. It's not very complicated. It's more like support and resistance. There's also dynamic there. There's also gonna be 15 moving average there on 15 minutes, about 200 on 1 hour, and then 50 on 4 hours. So for me that is good enough. So I'm just gonna draw the intraday cycle there. Just do that, color it red, and then copy and paste again and change it to pale turquoise. There we go. Yebo. So now that we have our analysis there, we're waiting for that retracement to the upside, and then from then on we're going to short it again, continue the long-term trend going south. So let me just put that nicely over there. There we go. Yeah, now it's making a lot of sense. So I would like to take further short more positions, continuing with the positions. If ever you're still holding positions from the upside there, it's okay, you can still continue holding them and then take another short positions from here onwards and then to the downside. So that is how we trade in line with market makers and in line with the trend, with confluence of technicals, technical patterns and so forth. So I'm just gonna save that again. JPY index. Okay. No. APY index, March week 1, and then NZD. I think we might just have something here, so I'm gonna pause this video for a minute. I'm gonna go to the toilet, and then I'm gonna come back and finish it real quick with the NZD, and then thereafter we can get to the actual currency pairs. Doing with our analysis. So this was the setup here. This was the NZD index chart. So we're just gonna look it up real quick so that we can move to other important stuff, because we still have a lot of analysis to do with the actual currency pairs. So I'm just gonna do a quick analysis on this one, and then right after, when we're done with this one, then we can move to other things that require most of our attention, because we don't really trade the index chart. So even though we do analyze them, but we don't trade index charts. But then if ever you feel like you're comfortable with taking positions on this ones, you might as well, you know, trade them too. As long as you're comfortable with taking the spreads, 10 pip spreads and NZD, then you'll be fine. So there you go. 1 hour do we have? There. So we kind of like have only trend lines here. We have that outermost, the outer, and the innermost. So for me, I'm gonna look at the closest one. I'm gonna consider this. If ever there are convergences here, the only thing that I'm seeing right now is support and resistance. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, and also here. So I have these two areas here. So this one, first and foremost. Change that color into pink, and that one there over there. Okay, so where's my weekly cycle? Here's my weekly cycle, and then I'm gonna take it up there, at least up until that height there. So remember, because it's a very bearish trend, we don't want to buy this thing. We only want to sell NZD, understand? But then remember, this is the first week of the month, so we should wait for the retracement before continuing with the trend. So this will be our retracement. So let me just see, from this high, this low will be my Fibonacci. This will be 50%, and this here will be 80% Fibonacci retracement. 50 and 78.6 doesn't really make sense. It's not it's a very significant pattern, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. Okay, so that is my pattern right over there. So I think I'm gonna take this one more than the one at the top there. So I'm just gonna change the color there to green, and then change this color into red. There we go. So that is my analysis there for NZD. So NZD, it has a tendency of, you know, making huge spikes like during the night. The high and the low prices are usually established in the night, like during the Asian session, if I can put it that way. As you can see, this was the Asian session here, this was the Asian session here, this was the Asian session. Let me look at another one. This was also the Asian session, the Asian session, the Asian session. This was the Asian session. This break to the upside was the Asian session. This was also the Asian session, the Asian session. So it has a tendency of moving with the thingy, with the Asian session. So just gonna put that properly there. There we go. So I think it looks proper. So it's gonna come here first. If it does stop, if it stops us out here, then we're gonna continue taking short position from this area on the upside. So it's looking good. So I'm just gonna save this NZD profile as well. No, it's NZD. So it's looking good. So how many pairs did we have? Did we do analysis on? It's the GBP index. We're expecting it to go south. Australian index, we're expecting it to go long, and then later during the week to go south. So for today and tomorrow, we might actually look to sell the GBP, and then from today until later this week, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, the Australian dollar is gonna still continue going up. Canadian dollar, we kind of like hoping for it to go to the upside, and then so that we can short it later during the day or tomorrow. USD, it's still weak. We're gonna short the USD, which means we're gonna be buying gold, and then buying GBP USD, buying Euro USD, and selling USD CAD, USD MXN, USD ZAR. So yeah, CHF, we don't have anything there. Japanese yen, we're waiting for it to retrace, to finish with this retracement, and then to give us sort of like what do you call it? There's a word that we normally use, a reset. It's a reset because this what the move that we're expecting. We expect it to take out the previous highs, which are at the high prices of the week. So we're expecting a retest, and then we take it short again. And then CHF, there's nothing there. Euro, there's nothing there as well. NZD, move to the upside, and then we sell it as well. So we've did about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of 8 index charts, or out of 8 major currencies, we only have 7 potential setups on all the index charts, on 6 index charts. So now that we have all this information, now it's about time to go back to our charts. And then GBP, we're gonna go to, let me just open with GBP. I'm gonna go to the GBP profile there, and then I'm gonna be expecting the same move that is similar to the GBP index. So that is how you translate all the information from index charts, firstly from the economic calendar to the index charts, then to the currency pairs. So GBP, I know I'm gonna be expecting a move to the upside, then sell. GBP JPY, the same move. As far as the GBP, I'm expecting the GBP to be bearish, and the pound, the yens to be strong, as you can see here. So I'm gonna be selling the GBP JPY. Why am I selling GBP JPY? Because GBP, I'm expecting a stop and high, then drop. And then Japanese yen, I'm also expecting a move to the upside, then drop. So I'm expecting a very strong Japanese yen and a weak GBP. You understand? Hence, I'm gonna be selling the GBP JPY. So this move right here, it's my move. So I'm just waiting for this move to the upside. I'm waiting for this move to the upside, and I'm gonna sell this GBP JPY. But I'm still gonna do a proper analysis. Here I'm just taking, you know, an aggressive approach, just trying to show you without even having analyzing the actual currency pairs. But then if you understand the relationship between your index your index charts, you'll be able to make a proper, you know, judgment as to where this pair is more likely to go, when, at what time. As you can see, it's a support, so it's a major support area that might turn into new resistance. So I'm still gonna do analysis of that. But having analyzed the GBP index and the Japanese yen index, I already have a bias as to where each currency is going. So GBP CAD not very clear, but then my bias still stands as stop onto the upside GBP and then drop, stop onto the upside. Let me see, this one is clearly very bullish. So, and there's also a trend line here, also a trend line there. So maybe we might just get a bounce on top of that trend line and then continue to the upside. We don't know, we still have to do some more analysis. Euro GBP, GBPUSD and Euro GBP. So we still have to do analysis, but then we're not gonna trade all these pairs. We only wanna trade pairs that we think have higher probability, like GBP, JPY, because all these two currencies, the GBP and the JPY, are in line with what we saw inside the index charts. So I hope that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. And then without wasting any time, let me just go back to our index charts before I can close this thing here. So we saw the GBP, the Australian dollar, we expected to go continue going to the upside. Australian dollar continue going to the upside until later during the week, then you can sell it. So Australian dollar, let me just do that. This is gold. I'm just gonna close this one. Oh, actually this is the American dollar. I wanted the Australian dollar. So the Australian dollar, Australian dollar, we expected to be bullish and then bearish. So which means this here we're gonna expect it to go long, and then later we're gonna sell it again. Australian dollar, it's corresponding with the Japanese yen and the Australian dollar index, so which means it's also very good. The Japanese yen, remember right now the Australian dollar, we expect it to go up and then later during the week to go down during Thursday or Friday, and then same thing as the Japanese yen. So it's gonna go up and then be very strong again later. So which means our analysis on AJ is good. Australian dollar and ZD, it's choppy. We don't like trading markets like this that are very choppy like that. Euro Australian dollar is clearly very bullish, so we're gonna stay out of it. Australian dollar CHF, stop hand to the upside, then drop again. Stop hand to the upside, and then drop. GBP AUD, stop hand to the downside and then to the upside again. So Australian dollar USD, I think might just have a setup there. So we do have something there, but then we'll still come back and do a proper analysis. So I just wanted you to understand the relationship between, let me just go back there. So this is how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted you to understand the relationship between the index charts. Let me just the relationship between the index chart and the currency pairs, how to translate the information that you get from the index chart into the currency pairs, how to translate the information from economic calendar into the index charts. It's a relationship. You need to understand those relationships. That is what will also give you an edge in your trading. If you understand the relationship between everything, between patterns, between cycles, between charts and so forth, and then all these things, so that is what will give you an edge, and then so that your trading can be much better and also improve. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the video. So the video that I'm gonna do right now, it's a continuation. It's gonna be a video number 3. So it's gonna be continuation from this video. Right now we're gonna be going into the actual currency pairs, into the profiles. So I hope you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen. So it's been a good one. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, to check out our website. We do have a proper website there, Market Maker Secret. So if ever, let me just do this. Let's not this one. Yeah, there we go. So please check out our website if you are interested in subscribing to our signals or signing up to our online mentorship program, whatever that you need to. So you can just come to our website here and check it out. It's very proper, and then it has a lot of information. First you need to register. After registering, you're gonna get an automated email telling you what you've registered for, and then logging in information so that you'll be able to log in, because remember, most of the contents are inside there. So our services, it's signal packages, it's copy trading there, and then it's 3 months online mentorship, and then it's one-on-one private classes and so forth. So yeah, you should log in and check it out, and then just make use of all these things, all our services. So here's some of our snapshots, like a whole lot of information that you might think that you might need to see or look, and then our events calendar, about us, information about us, testimonials, and contact and our contact information. So enjoy the video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out.